Yeah.
All right.
So can you introduce you in a few words?
Okay. So I am sofiane. I am CRM project manager at Agnès since 3 years now.
Okay.
Um, that's an interesting position. I had the opportunity to do. This is all about like client engagement, technology, and all this stuff. So.
It's so vague. Like, what do you do exactly?
Okay, what do I do exactly? So, I am responsible to like prepare and send the customer communication and and engage the customer like around the brand, around the
Okay.
website.
Okay.
I am also responsible to propose the best experience possible to the customer. So I mean dealing with the stores when they have like problem with the customer.
So you work in the boutique sometimes too? Or you go to
Yes,
and observe?
more like this, more observe, and get some tools for the stores and the staff in the stores.
For example, what kind of tool? Like
For
iPad?
example, like one concrete example we did this year, it was identifying the VIP customer that were not purchasing for the last 5 months, like the inactive VIP customer, and thanks to this identification based on the data we had on the customers, we provided a list to the stores with some template of emails and way of communication, and we asked them.
Encourage them to come back.
This is more like this. Yes.
So, what do you know? Like, what is the criteria to be a VIP customer in Agnès?
So we have like typical segmentation. This is the segmentation is based on the different criteria. So it's the purchase they made,
Okay.
the amount of purchase, and the frequency.
Okay.
So based on these two criteria, it makes
frequency too.
Yes.
For example, if I come to Taiwan and I buy like a lot of things, but only once, I'm not VIP.
Not directly. You have to come back. So based on this, you will have like different level of customer segmentation, and yes, that's pretty useful.
Oh, okay. So you actually classify the cost.
Yes, yes. We have everything about the customers.
But
Nobody not said that.
Is it normal to, like, it's another thing from my interview, is it legal to have their, like, information?
Yes, of course. And since this year, since April 2008, we had like a new GDPR law that were more focused on regulation about data. So before it was legal, and you have different organizations that was were controlling like what companies do about data. But like since this year, it is more not free. The contrary, it's more controlled. There are more rules and more budget for the UE to control the activity of companies. So that's a big thing.
So we can't really. I mean, we are really more limited this year.
Yes, the companies to protect privacy of customers.
I think it's because of Facebook and everybody start to complain. Like
there are some
scandals.
Yeah, scandal like cases and stuff. So.
Okay, the next question. You're so you give me so much information. Okay. That's so great.
Nice.
So, what is your connection with fashion, or can you give me some word to describe your fashion style?
I mean, my personal connection with fashion, or the connection in my duties and in my work,
I think you can talk about
in my
personal
job.
Because you already talked some.
I mean,
about your
I
job.
can give you both, maybe. So I think I've always been concerned about like fashion. When I was younger, like for example in high school, I've always wanted to have like a, I don't know, like different style. Like always, like I was one of the first from my high school to
like
buy like clothes. Yes, kind of. I mean, when you were in high school, back in the days, you didn't have like all these like Instagram and internet, so you were like just choosing yourself.
How old are you, by the
I'm
way?
24. So, but we didn't have like Instagram.
You're the same age as me.
Okay. So, but in high school, do you have like, you don't have like Instagram, you don't have like...
No, we have this kind of Nokia phones, and
yes,
and you have to really, when you text, you have to count how many like.
Exactly.
So you won't jump to another one.
So you didn't have like all this information, and I was just like buying stuff on the internet, and I was one of the first who were like buying stuff on Topman, for example.
Topman?
Yes, that like back in the days I was not so wide. I mean, so I think this, and also I am interested in like, I don't know, like self-expression, art through dance and stuff. So I think it's more about like lifestyle, that coming up with a style and like fashion.
Yeah.
And so I had the opportunity to do like an internship for a fashion company in New York. So after that, I was totally shaked.
Shaked?
I mean, I was really more into this, and that could open my mind about.
And
like,
then you can really wear whatever you want in New York, right? Nobody judges. I feel like it's
less than here, I think. Yes.
If you wear something weird in Paris, you're like, ew.
I mean, but the Parisian style is more about like elegance. But you get like great style here, even better than in New York.
You think?
Yes, I think
so. How
so.
about in London?
London is more.
Je fais ma petite enquête.
C'est une interview. Vous allez bien?
Tu l'interviews pour...
Non, c'est elle qui m'interviewe par rapport à son mémoire.
He's hired.
He's hired. Okay, nice. Thank you very much.
Donc
you are sure? Tu m'as envoyé un petit mail pour me dire valider un truc. J'ai tout validé, donc j'espère qu'il y avait ton truc. Je n'ai pas repéré ce qu'il y avait à valider.
Tu veux dire dans la semaine?
Là, tu m'as envoyé un mail aujourd'hui.
Ah non, j'ai pas envoyé.
Continue. So, okay, personal level, professional level.
Professional level, I think
there are so many questions.
I am like connected to fashion because I use like the image of the brand for the emailing. I am also like fashion is an aesthetic, but it's also like the values that the brand is sharing to the customer. So it's all about that.
Okay. So what is your favorite brand 10 years ago?
10 years ago?
When you were... Okay, maybe tell me the brand in high school.
I was 14.
Yeah, 14, c'est trop jeune. Maybe high school.
Like Burberry. I like Burberry.
In high school?
Yes. I had like this whole like
obsession.
Fake Burberry outfit. So I had like everything Burberry.
Where can you buy fake stuff in France? Online?
No, like in some like markets, like outdoor markets. So I will say Burberry.
Big fan of Burberry. Why? What is so attractive to you?
Because that was like I like the color of the pattern, and also because that was like really visible and quite different from like the brand we know in France, like Louis Vuitton, Gucci. Like we know these brands, so Burberry was like quite new, not new,
it was
but like
fresh at the time.
Like fresh, yes.
Okay. So do you still buy Burberrys today? Why or why not?
Today, I would say I like what they do, but it's not so crazy. Like some collaborations they do were good, but not like the main line is not so crazy. I would more like, I don't know, Maison Margiela.
So not really. You switch because the brand.
Oh yes, I mean my style is totally different, so I have to adapt. Like this is not the values and like the aesthetic I will choose today, for sure.
Because like you changed, the brand changed too. both of you
No,
has
I
changed
think
the
me
style?
more than the brand.
You want more something more edgy.
Exactly.
A little bit weird. But like it's like minimal. It's not everyone will look good in it. You have to have the
right
vibe,
piece, the right combination.
Okay. According to you, why some brands that is really popular before, but now they're totally dead or totally disappeared? In this case, I mean, Burberry is still strong.
Still, but at the time that was quite difficult for them. I remember reading like some article about that. So why a brand can fall? I think a brand can fall because they are not able to interpret their eye on fashion and lifestyle according to the
modern,
like modern and contemporary values, way of thinking and stuff. So, for example, like if we take the case of Agnès B, I mean not Agnès B in Taiwan, but Agnès B in Europe, I think they don't take enough risk to express themselves in the different like communication ways and the different ways. What they do is quite good, but not enough visible and not enough like the aesthetic is not enough like visible and so different.
But I have a question, like even if today they want to take some risks.
Yes.
But the clients, as you know from the database, they're older. Maybe at the same time we will lose some old clients.
You can lose some old clients, but I don't think it's so important because that's a flow. You have to find some common aspiration and values with your like old and new clients, and I think they can still buy the main line and have like this nostalgia about like Agnès B, and at the same time like new client can like focus more on contemporary vision, trends, and new things that are being tried by the brands. So, for example, if you take the case of like Balenciaga, what they do is like really extreme, you know, like it's like totally different from what they did before.
Yeah.
Like, it's like completely bold, and they are the most hot. They are the hottest brand of this year. They made like the most.
But most popular between like for the millennials, right?
Also, like 60% of their turnover is made by millennials, and they are ranked at the most, the hottest brand of the year, the most searched on Google and stuff, the most sales income increase. So I don't think this will be the same for years and years, but like they developing the same, they creating like an history, new clients, and I think that's a good thing. And old clients can still buy like the suits or like the bags and stuff like this. So
yeah, like there need to be a division.
Yes, you have like different lines, so different positioning. So, but the image is still the image, and the creative direction is still a link with what has been done in the past. Like the creative director has like so many
common traits. Like you can see they from the same family.
With Balenciaga himself, so he just reinterpret the
classic values.
The genuine of the brand. So
Okay, what brands do you buy today? Why? Maison Margiela?
I mean, I love Maison Margiela, but I don't buy because I don't have enough money.
But you can buy MM6.
Yes, but it's not the same.
It's not the same in terms of details,
yes.
in terms of, yeah.
It's not the same. So the brand I buy are like Y3, Etude Studio.
IG Studio is cool. Yeah. I like the print.
Opening ceremony. I like opening ceremony. It's not so expensive.
But you have the cool vibe still.
Yes, still. I bought recently Codewiler. Codewiler, that's a British brand. Oh, and also.
Codewiler, comment ça s'écrit?
C'est C-O-T-T.
Bonsoir.
W-E-I-L-E-R. Codewiler. But also I buy like the basic stuff like Weekday, Uniqlo, like stuff like this.
So for the more expensive brand you buy for mostly because of the style and attitude.
Yes. There are like different reasons. Yes, the style behind the details that I cannot have from the typical mass market brand. Also from the image of the brand, I'm like really sensitive to all these aspects. So I make sure when I buy something, I really want. What do you say?
Are you a hipster?
No, hipster is definitely not me.
Actually, I don't know how to define hipster, bobo, or.
I can tell you, like for me, like hipster is more like someone more like roots from.
Really?
From like he dressed good, but like he got like a beard, he got like old stuff, like vintage stuff. He hang out like in Williamsburg, like that's the like typical hipster. Like from the beginning, that was those people. After we took like hipster for everybody, but I think from the beginning is that Bobo is more.
Bobo is a little bit negative, right? Or
like Bobo, the initial sense is bourgeois bohème. Bohème, do you understand?
Oui.
Okay. So this is more like people who hang out like à la Marine or maybe like Saint-Germain, some part of Saint-Germain. It's more like the
it's
rich
a rich
from, from the like left opinion is
yeah.
So it's more those people like they like art, like they have money and they don't really show up, but they still have money, they still have taste and stuff. So
okay.
It's more that.
So now you're not really one of them.
No.
Okay, and then please describe Agnes B in a few words. Be honest.
Yeah, sure. So Agnes B is for me a brand that strives to like propose like
c'est quoi le mot en français?
Indémodable. Je sais plus.
It's not defined by fashion.
Yes, and intemporel.
Yes.
How do you say intemporel?
Contemporary or
intemporel.
It's like I don't know.
There is no end to this. Like this is like made for forever.
Timeless.
Oh, sorry,
is
timeless.
It?
Yes. Like a timeless brand that interpret like the codes of like Parisian elegance and style.
Oui. I think it's good.
Okay.
Are you
also really about like self-expression, but more in the interest you have like about art and stuff. So.
Okay. More artistic.
Yes, in the interest. Yes.
But like you still have a part of self-expression.
Yes, still. Okay.
And are you a customer of Agnès? Honest.
I was not before, but now I am. Yeah, I was not before, but now I am.
Was
Yes.
not. I'm gonna write it so big.
I was. I didn't like. I have the promotion now, like 50% off, so it helps.
So from basically started from you work here.
Yes.
You buy more from the brand.
Yes, this is more. Yes, this is about that.
What do you like or not like about this brand?
Salut. What I don't like is the fact that they not really focus on image, and they don't really
invest on it.
like invest and like. But even like you can have like some cool stuff and don't invest that much. Like this is what do magazine and stuff, so they don't have money, but they do like cool shoots and like interesting editorials. So it's just that they don't take risks for the image, and they don't like express themselves as they should, as they could do. This is about that.
I have a question. Do you think everyone is willing to take risks, but not Agnès, or is like the whole decision because the team? Because I know she made a lot of decisions, like final decisions.
I think this is not only her. Like this is also, but she creates this environment.
Yes.
But the people just follow. But like, I think they don't. Everybody's not so open-minded on what is like. What is fashion today? What is style today?
Because I think all the creation teams, they have been working with Agnès for a long time too. So that's why like the whole team and the whole environment, like you said.
Yes.
They
so
share
you have
the
to
same
make sure, like,
thinking.
You have to make sure to be surrounded by the right people.
Do you have anything that you like about the brand?
Yes. I like the values.
The values, like what? Like what? What is the value for you, according to you?
I like the fact she's really about like defending made in France, like quality, working with
charities.
Yes, this stuff, and like proposing like the best value possible for the customers. I like the fact that she's not pretending and like showing off, but just trying to propose like real things, like real kind of art, like tasty.
I understand. Like when she support art, she really support it. Not like other brands. Maybe they support it for a season, and then just to do publicity.
Yes. So everything is genuine, like.
Understand what
like
you
organic.
mean. So. Okay. So now you're a customer from Agnès. Do you expect some other product that you could not find now in the shop? Maybe a like hotel or
like you mean
or a car or perfume or
some product I will buy at Agnès that
like other product you want to find in the shop.
That are not existing now. Okay. Other product. So I'm just wondering, products that we don't do the right way and I don't buy it because I don't like it, or products that doesn't.
No, I think
that
both,
don't exist.
Both like maybe you want to work on some product you don't really appreciate now too.
I love sneakers, so I will say they don't take really the sneakers seriously.
Because everybody's like doing bad, like very, how do you say that? Like big, strange.
Yes, there is a trend, but like the sneakers, like trend is like from now, like several years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but now, now this is a Dutch trend, but no, the sneakers perspective is really important, like since a lot of years now. So, but what I don't find. You mean not really for fashion or?
No, it's really an open question.
Okay.
Sneakers.
Sneakers.
I think sneakers is good enough.
Let's say sneakers.
Okay, now the imagination game. If Agnes is a person,
yes,
what would he or she be? What is her personality? Maybe she's very bitchy, or he's very boring. Like,
I think she will be.
It's a she.
Let's say she, yes.
Okay.
She will be a woman with a lot of strength, self-motivation, and interests in people, in arts. She will be elegant, but at the same time effortless. Yes.
Okay. What do you think? If it's a movie, it's a film. What would it be like? Documentary, thriller, romantic, blah blah blah.
That would be more like a comedy.
Really? Oh,
yes.
Interesting.
Like, for example, the movie Léon.
Okay.
Because like it's
a little dark humor.
Yes, but like the way they dress, the colors and stuff. Like I think it's really like Agnès B style. Like like vintage and like effortless, but like really stylish and really strong at the same time.
Okay. And if it's a place, where would it be? You can talk about country, you can talk about city, or you can talk about bathroom.
Canal Saint-Martin, for sure.
Okay. It's very weird. Like for me as a Taiwanese, I don't have this impression about Saint-Martin.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's also because they do like a lot of shoots around and stuff, so it's inspired by the style of this neighborhood for me.
Shoots, inspiration. Okay. And do you buy these brands? Or do you know about them? Because I'm
Westwood with a W, no? Vivienne Westwood?
Yes.
Like you, Vivienne.
Like grandma.
Okay.
Because these are the brands who born in the same era as Agnes.
I've never bought any of these brands, but I like Kenzo.
Okay, you like Kenzo. Why?
I think that's a brand that take like risks. There are always innovation around the brand, about the campaign. Like they try to connect to dance. Like they do some great editorial shoots. Like the clothes are interesting. Like I love the two, like Umberto Leon and Carlo Lim. That's the two main creative director. I like what they do.
Okay.
So Kenzo is.
It's fun.
Yes, really fun. Really fun. I like the. Yes, I like the campaign, the videos they produce. Like, it's very different from other brands.
I think they try to communicate with us in a fun way.
Yes, and it's quite innovative for fashion and like luxury because it's always so serious. So it's like décalé. Décalé, how do you say it?
It's like a little bit distance. What do you mean décalé?
Décalé, like weird. Like
okay.
Like different from others, but like in the weird way.
Quirky?
Kind of, yes. Oh, I think I know this one, quirky.
But for me, APC is quirky. Like it's a little bit weird. I love it, but like the style is a little bit nerdy, quirky.
Yes, but Kenzo too, I think.
Kenzo is very cute for me. Okay. And do you see Anispe as an old brand? Honestly?
As an old brand? Yes.
Yes. Why? Why do you have this kind of feelings or image?
First, if you hang out in the store, you will see that they are mainly old customers because they have like difficulty to, as I said, like reinterpret contemporary values, styling, and innovate the right way. So it's just about like nostalgia and like past. Salut.
Salut.
Ça va? Super. Bah, très bien. Écoute, hier. Enfin,
hier.
j'étais à Paris depuis une semaine, mais
On
s'y remet quoi, petit à petit.
Bon courage.
À plus tard.
Merci.
Salut.
Tu étais où?
En Espagne.
Ah ok.
C'était nice.
À Barcelone.
J'ai fait Barcelone, Formentera.
Barcelone is the best
Yes.
ever. I love
Plusieurs
the
villes.
sun. And the people there, they're so colorful. They just look so happy.
Ouais, c'est vrai. Franchement, le soleil, ça change la vie. Ça, c'est sûr. Et la suivante.
Okay, so old customers.
Yeah.
Could you visualize a new logo or packaging for Añaspe? Because we have used this old logo for a long time.
A
And
new logo?
like Balenciaga and Burberry, they changed the logos.
They changed. Burberry is not so good. I think
Which one? Burberry you don't like?
Yeah.
It's a little too comic.
Too normal.
Comic for me.
I think the Agnès B logo is like really good actually because behind the logo you have also like the handwriting that she uses, and this is amongst her codes. When you see like handwriting, you always think about like Agnès B straight away. So I think that's a really good logo and really good like tool image. So.
And I feel like you feel the emotions because it's really she writes things down.
Yeah. But maybe only the B will be also good. Like
a little bit change on the B, like
no, just the B, like just keeping the B.
Ah, okay. Maybe just keep. Okay. So, would you be interested? If one day the brand relaunched some classic products before. This is a little bit hard, this question.
What do you say?
I mean, like, if one day the brand remake some product they made 10 years ago, would you be interested in?
This is already what we do. Like the...
What would you cut decompression?
The forever, like the forever. There is a line that is called the forever.
I don't know. Okay,
and
tell me about it.
The line that that don't change. We don't change it. Like it's always the same season to season. Les permanents, yes, les forever.
You call it forever?
I mean that's the English name. For US we call them forever, les forever. So les permanents, it's already the line. So, but
so you're not too interested in it.
Yes, it's good piece because like for most of the time the quality is higher because it didn't change the factory that is making it, and also I think we had like some cool stuff in the 90s from like the streetwear and hip hop inspired like kind of garments that was really avant-garde at this time, so maybe like making again those pieces that would be good.
And if one day they really make the street 90s looks again, how much are you willing to pay for it? Will you pay the same price, less price, or even the higher price because it means quality, history? Are you willing to pay
more? Yes.
More, yes?
Yes. If I like the... Yes, more. If I like the design, for sure.
For the design.
Yes. And it's quite, some exclusive pieces, so...
And I think the last question, I think we'll have a lot to talk about. How would you expect the brand to communicate with a new client?
How I would expect. So.
Because we know they're not doing changes, but if you want to do changes, what would you do?
What would I do? Okay. Maybe I would like ask every relevant and important person to meet up around the table and say,
okay,
people. So our brand is this today. So everyone knows what we are facing. We're not obliged to look at what people do, but we have to, as I said, like reinterpret a new way of showing our image and like communicate about this image and make it more like fresh and like more like particulier. Something that is more like popping,
more
that
present,
you see, like more present, more significant. So I will say, okay, today this is our core values, and what will be our core values in this society that we know today in 2018. And I mean, I will not, for me, like the image is the main thing, and after there is the communication and communication tools as well.
Yeah, like this is the core part. So for you, the core part is making friends, art.
I mean, I'm not. I didn't think about the question, so I cannot tell you what are the relevant core parts, because there is the core parts and there is the relevant one you can use for creating like a new aesthetic. So it's just about like this aesthetic, like making sure this new aesthetic is like relevant. So
relevant.
I will use this like core values, not be so bold for at first, and like ask some creative director, like real creative director and like photographer. I mean, more for like photography, because you can be a photographer, but being a creative director is different for photography.
Exactly.
So to create like a story and editorial that will communicate about this, there are like agencies that take care of this and stuff like this.
I think we need a more complete stories.
Yes. So I'm not talking about like creative direction around like clothes, because it's also
it's
different.
More about
like
how to communicate, how to reinterpret
the image. Yes. So I will ask that, and from this I will also use like a new tool like street marketing, like posting in the streets, the campaigns, like
for doing example, like Berluti. Do you like it?
Yes,
it's so cool.
I like the campaign they did. Like that's so cool, and it doesn't seems to be like
very
promotion. It's just like in the street.
Yeah, yes. Exactly.
It's not like being in the billboard, like
and they even stick it with a little bit like that. They don't want to be perfect.
It's like whatever.
It's like I have
and
style.
And it's Berluti. It's like high end
super
products.
High end.
It's like 3,000 pair of shoes. That's not what we sell. So I will do it, and also.
So if you want to do street marketing, do you have some location in your mind?
Like around the canal, le haut du Marais, like every big cities where we have a store, and even like when we sell items from the internet, and when we have like customers that are following you on the internet, on the social media. So I will also like invest more in social media and like do some partnership with great influencer.
Because how do you think about our recent like collaborate with Instagram? For me, they are not really known.
No.
And they're developing Because they don't have a lot of followers yet.
We don't have like great images to post. We don't have like great influencer with whom to collaborate. It's not so bold. So I'm like.
You're not impressed.
Really impressed, yes. So first using those two, and then I will like create like a big like events like always popping with like new campaigns, events that following the campaigns, like we organize some parties sometime, like very few, but like we collaborate with like I don't know, like people that are not relevant. I will collaborate with the right people, like right
one shot
collective. I don't know, like there are like so many DJs collective in Paris are doing parties. You just say, oh, I finance your party, and then we do like collaboration together. We will show up.
Do you have a DJ
this.
in mind?
I have some friend that got like a label, Bel Air. It's really cool, and
How do you spell
Bel Air.
I understand, like, what do you mean, like, if you want to do an event and marketing, you should really get around, like, 300 degree, like, really collective, not here a little bit, there a little bit.
So, and...
really? He's so famous?
Oh, no, they're not so famous.
No?
No. I mean, maybe you know them, but, like, they're not so famous.
Maybe because I know ATPF, next way.
Okay. So... yes, like a 36 degree campaign that will pop on like.
How do you think our website?
Our website is quite old now, and this
really
is changing this year. We changed it this year, yes. It's 4 years old website, so.
4 years old?
Yes, so it's not the best innovation we can do.
Okay. I think that's it all. Do you have any things you want to say? Because my topic is innovation or nostalgia, which should be the best strategy to develop a middle-aged brand.
Between innovation and nostalgia? Oh, that's a great question.
That is a big question.
I think you don't have innovation without nostalgia. No?
Philosophy.
Mainly in fashion, because like from any creation we do, like any kind of art, I don't mean like innovation at the sense of a phone or I mean even phone was based on nostalgia when we think about it, but like we always like reinterpret what the people before did, and it's just like constantly evolving, like developing, going further. So mainly for art, even more for like technical innovation, but like for art innovation, I think it's very important.
So I guess if we want to innovate, we have to go through to our core value, nostalgia, history.
Like past, and reinterpret the right way. That's the main thing.
There's like two points.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bon, bah je vais retourner au travail.
Ah, tu n'as pas fini?
Non.